Greetings and welcome to Storm Watch 777. It is Monday, March 12th, 2012. Today we have a t-shirt of the day. This one is promoting AJ Texas Hots in Jamestown, New York. If you are not familiar, Jamestown is a small city to the southwest of Buffalo, near the Pennsylvania border, and this is a small chain of, I think, several restaurants which serve the most delicious Texas Hots. If you're in the area, you should definitely stop by. They are Stormwatch 777 recommended, and get a hold of some before the storm hits in earnest, whereby you won't be able to move freely to get those Texas Hots. Anyway, to the business at hand, a couple of things I ran across on virtualjerusalem.com. Both are dated from today, March 12th, and the first article I'd like to read from is Israel to UN, condemn the rocket attacks. Okay. Israel on Sunday appealed to the United Nations Security Council asking it to condemn the continued rocket fire at Israel's southern communities. According to a report on Channel 2 News, Israel's deputy ambassador to the UN, Chaim Waxman, sent a formal complaint letter to UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon and the Security Council, demanding that the Council condemn the constant firing of rockets and act in every possible way against it. Fat chance of that happening. My interjection. To continue, the constant firing dramatically affects the daily lives of more than 1 million Israeli citizens, Waxman was quoted by Channel 2 as having written in the letter. Many people have suffered from shock and tens of thousands of children remained at home so we can ensure their safety. Israel's citizens are living under threat and danger, he continued to say in the letter. Waxman's letter comes after terrorists fired more than 50 missiles at southern Israel on Sunday. Several of them were intercepted by the Iron Dome system, which automatically weeds out missiles that are aimed at open areas but is not foolproof. One of the missiles from Gaza struck the courtyard of an empty Beersheba school. Another rocket damaged 15 houses. The city's order to close all schools save possible mass casualties. Again, that was in Beersheba. Even before the current escalation in rocket attacks, Israel's ambassador to the UN, Ron Prosser, sent a letter to Ban and to the members of the UN Security Council. In the letter, which was sent at the end of February, Prosser chose to make do with a laconic two-line message to express his despair at the UN's silence on Israel. "How long will you continue to be silent?" wrote Prosser. 10 days, 10 rockets, and not one condemnation. He continued to say, the red alert siren in Israel's southern towns should raise red flags in the Security Council. The Council must act and do so immediately. And again, that was at the end of February. In the second article dated today, March 12th, from virtualjerusalem.com, rocket fire from Gaza unrelenting, many schools still closed. And that's today. The sirens are still sounding in southern Israel. After an unquiet night, the shooting from the Gaza Strip into southern Israel continued this morning. 2 Qassam rockets exploded in the Eshkol Regional Council area, one of which landed near a protected children's house. No one was in the building at the time, however, the building and cars were damaged. The Iron Dome system successfully intercepted a Grad missile that was shot towards Beersheba early this morning. Another missile that was shot toward the city landed in an open area and there were no injuries or damage. Shortly before this, the Israeli Air Force attacked 6 terrorist centers in the Gaza Strip, and Palestinians reported that 35 people were injured. The IDF spokesman's office reported that during the night, that was a typo there, a weapons dump site was attacked in the northern Gaza Strip, as well as 5 launching sites in southern Gaza Strip. All strikes hit their targets accurately. A Hamas spokesman in the Gaza Strip said that, quote, 35 people were injured in the IDF attack, mostly children. Color me skeptical, if you will. Islamic Jihad said in an announcement that it has the time and capability to fight against the IDF for as long as it takes, whatever the situation. Due to the escalation in the south, the quartet will meet today to discuss renewing negotiations between Israel and the Palestinians. Schools up to 40 kilometers from the Gaza Strip will remain closed again today. And it goes on to say in this article that the current round of retaliation will continue. Retaliation against the rocket fire will continue several days longer than planned because Israel has to put a stop to this. The UN is not going to stand up and defend Israel. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Ban Ki-moon probably disdains Israel. Israel, you are truly on your own, but you have God on your side. You are the apple of God's eye. And as things go in Israel, so will go things for us here in America. Again, we need to continue to watch this situation, especially considering the heat between Israel and Iran, the possibility of Israel going after Iran's nuclear sites. Israel is the apple of God's eye, but she is surrounded. She's surrounded by enemies, and they are emboldened right now. And there's going to be trouble, and that trouble is going to affect us here in the United States of America. We need to be prepared. Yes, we do need to be preppers. But the most important thing we can do to prepare, not only by stocking our storehouses, but also by stocking our hearts and souls with Jesus. Know Jesus and know peace. And look up, for your redemption draws near.